Narcissists are soul snatching, energy draining, non empathy having little minions. They are evil people. Okay? This is my second video talking about narcissists. I did one video prior. It was about a female narcissist. This video is about a male narcissist. So the dynamics are a little different, but the overall outcome is pretty much the same. The only difference in this particular story is once you become aware of their behavior or the tactics that they use, the sooner you can get out of the situation because, your antennas are up. Now, one would probably say, well, how'd you get yourself into the situation in the first place? Well, here's the deal. When you are a person that has a lot of empathy and you just want to help, you just kind, they feed on that. That's like blood in water for sharks. They smell it and they come for you, and they come for you hard. Now, when I say initially, you don't know this because they're very charming, they're nice, they're sweet. And then there's different levels to narcissists. Big word, right? Before, when you were mistreated by somebody and you thought you were losing your mind and you thought you was crazy, they made you seem like you were crazy or think you were crazy because they gaslit the heck out of you. So much so to you didn't know which way was up. You didn't know, you were second guessing your own intelligence. You got some that are very, very smart, very, very manipulative. And before you know it, you sucked in and you're caught up in this web of deceit, betrayal, manipulation, and fogginess. Everything is just unclear. And it takes a minute to get out of that. Some people, it takes years. I've been in a situation before where it took years to get out of that. And it's like once you get over that hump, once you get out of that web of deceit, you feel so good and you feel like you worked on yourself and you feel like you can see it coming from a mile away. And then, bam, years go by and you get another charmer that comes along. For instance, in this story I'm getting ready to share. So I came across this person, and being the person that I am, being Miss Nicey Nice, always wanting to help, always wanting to jump in, Captain Saver, you know what. And this person took every advantage of it. They are always the victim somehow. Something is always somebody else's fault as to what happened to them. So as you're listening to the story and you're being empathetic and feeling sorry for them and figuring out, okay, well, how can I help you? What do you need from me? Especially when you're a people person. When you're a people person, oh, they will get you. Oh, they'll get you. So this particular incident, I was kind of like this person's secretary, you might as well say. I was typing up paperwork for them, mailing paperwork off, just doing certain favors, always on the phone, always available. And this person was so charming in the beginning. This is what I'm saying. In the beginning, they were very, very nice. And they do this to rope you in. Now, it wasn't love bombing because that's a different type, but you do have the kind of narcissists that will love bomb you. Everything is love. They want to fast forward a relationship and all that kind of thing. This was supposedly a friendship. Thought the foundation was being laid, being set, sharing personal information, to garner trust. And I tend to trust people like really quick. So when I say lessons learned, these are lessons learned. So learn from me. Don't be so quick to give your trust to anybody. Make them earn it. Some people can wear a mask for a longer period of time than others. But the thing is, once you realize, or once you've been around that rodeo with people, you can pick up, you know, quicker than if it would have taken you years to figure out what's going on with this individual. So anyway, I'm doing all of these nice things. And the other thing is reciprocity. You know, when you're doing nice things for people, it's not that you expect anything, but you do would like, you know, a level of reciprocity, a balanced relationship. So that's the other thing. When things start to seem unbalanced, you gotta recognize those red flags. You doing all of this work, putting all this effort, being an ear and a shoulder. Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And you just like, yeah, okay, sure. I didn't have a problem with doing it, but the problem became when I started to notice it seemed like it wasn't appreciated, and then it started to seem like it was expected. And this person would ask me to send something nice out to somebody else for them. And so then I started thinking, I'm like, well, I'm doing all this nice stuff, and you're not kind of not sending me anything in return as a thank you or just a show of appreciation for all the kindness and stuff that I'm doing for you. So here's the deal. And this is the reason why I said this person has narcissistic tendencies, or I called them a narcissist. They had that real grandiose attitude. Everybody they knew was rich, had money. They gonna be rich, which is nothing wrong with dreaming, nothing wrong with that you're gonna say that you're gonna be rich. It's just the way they go about it. Just and then they throw, you know how somebody throw a backhanded compliment. So that started to surface, and I started thinking, that's kind of not too friendly. And so just a host of other things, and then they lie. Oh my gosh, they tell these exorbitant lies. I found out by accident of a couple of lies. And then this person also had this attitude of, oh, if a person is not a homeowner, I'm not going to be bothered with them. Or if they have a boss, I'm not going to be bothered with them. And I started thinking, well, that's not too nice. That's kind of shallow. So it was many things. And this is the thing. What they do is they start off being so nice to you, so charming, reel you in, they gain your trust. And then once they have that, they pull back, because I started noticing that the communication would like end abruptly for a minute, and then they would kind of come back after a few days. And all of these things were adding up, and I'm like, something not right with this picture here. But they'll like breadcrumb you too, some of these narcissists. They'll breadcrumb you, they'll give you a little bit, then they'll pull back. And then they'll come in and give you a little more, then they pull back. And then they'll give you like a piece of personal information. Who knows if it was even really the truth. But they'll give you a piece of personal information, and then you go back and... Can you pour one of those trash cans down here for me? Thank you. Sorry. And then you give them information, but only thing they're doing is racking up all your personal information from the gate. They are sizing you up, my friend, sizing you up for the kill, because they know how they operate. They know at some point that it's gonna fall apart. They're gonna be exposed. So what they're doing gathering all this information, getting all your trust, and you just trusting in them blindly. You don't even know what's going on. You don't know what's going on until it hits you. And once it hits you hard when you find out the truth. And that's what happened. I started putting pieces 2 and 2 together. The communication started becoming scarce, and the tonality of the conversations kind of started changing. I don't know why. I remained the same, but the situation just kind of started taking a left. And so when I started putting all of this stuff together, just red flags just started appearing. Memories from how the other narcissists had operated. And I'm like, okay, all right, I see what this is. I see what's going on here. The light bulb came on. And I was like, if I see something that's not right, once I catch on to it, I'm out. Especially after dealing with that. But here's the catch. There had become an emotional attachment in this situation. And that's the part that is so difficult when you are involved with a narcissist. They get you emotionally, and then when the jig is up or when the game is over with, they will devour you, they will discard you, they will treat you like you were nothing. All of the nice, kind things you did, they didn't really care about none of that. They only cared what they could get out of you at the time. So when you figure them out, that's a wrap. You are done. They want nothing else to do with you. You can't even tell them or express to them how you feel, because guess what? They don't care. They do not. That's like talking to that wall over there, telling them, oh, why'd you do me like this? I did so much for you. I thought we had a great friendship. And then you turn around and you don't even care. That's because they don't. So please don't do that. Please don't ever beg or whine. Never let them see you sweat. Don't let those people see that you cared that much. Walk away. Just cut ties. I know it's easier said than done because I've been there. And the emotional ties that you have and wanting to try to cut it loose, it stings. It hurts because you were coming from a genuine place of friendship. You thought that this friendship was real. And they will gaslight you. They will tell you things like, well, feelings are fleeting. Well, those are your feelings. Well, I didn't do that to you. Well, I didn't make you feel that way. You feel that way because that's how you feel. I get it to a certain extent, okay, but the fact that they don't take accountability and just everything is on you, oh, well, that's on you. I don't know why you feel like that. I didn't do it. It's so dismissive. It's so disheartening. And so it makes you want to put a wall up. But I say don't put a wall up. I say just be careful. And once again, back in the day, years ago, when people would treat us like that, we didn't really have a name for it, especially those women that are in relationships, long-term marriages, and they have those husbands or wives for men that treat them like that and gaslight the heck out of them. Ooh, and then they get the flying monkeys, which means they get all of the friend group to go against you, and none of the friends come and sit down and talk to you and try to ask you what's going on because I'm hearing this, that, and the other. Everybody just automatically sides with the narcissist. Why? Because the narcissist is so charming. They fool everybody the same exact way. And if a person is not strong or doesn't have discernment, they will fall for it. I have fallen for it a couple of times. And so now I want to come on here and do this video to try and share that experience and maybe, raise some antennas with you. Now, again, narcissist, that's a big word, a buzzword nowadays. And again, back in the day when people acted in such a way, we didn't have a name for it. We just thought we was crazy. We thought we weren't good enough because they will make you feel like you're not good enough. They will tear at your self-esteem, tear you down, stomp you in the ground, smash you out. And it takes a while to recover from that. And that's why it's important to go no contact. Now, back to my original story with this person. Once I started putting two and two together and I started, I'm slow, but I ain't that slow. No, I ain't even gonna claim that. I'm quick. I'm just nice. I'm just kind. So I give people the benefit of the doubt. I root for the underdog. And, I try to make things happen for people or with them, work with them. And so when I started putting two and two together, I'm just like, something ain't right in the buttermilk here. Your attitude is changing. Your tone is changing. Our communication, emails or whatever are kind of not the same. I don't really know what's going on. But then I start putting it all together. Okay, he has this grandiose attitude, a better than, a superiority complex, very intelligent. So that was awesome. That was a part of what attracted me to him. But just the digs, the backhanded compliments. And so then I just started thinking back over all of the conversations. I was like, was I getting played this whole time? And nothing feels worse than you was being nice only to think that you was being played this whole time. I was like, I'll be God darn it. I never thought I would find myself in that situation again. I thought I learned and I thought my discernment was better than that. But it's unfortunate that people will prey on your kindness and they're so good at it, most of them. The manipulation tactics are out of this world. And they're so subtle. Like I said, everything comes on very subtly. They befriend you. They give you little pieces of personal information. But again, how much of that do we know was really actually true? Because I started to find out stuff that was being told to me was not actually true. And so, again, all of that being put together, I was like, girl, you been bamboozled again. So what I did was, the other person didn't have a clue that I was catching on. So what I did was I immediately sent one last text and then I blocked them. And the text went something like this. I don't really remember. Breaking news. The whole truth will do when nothing else will. I was being associated with you as trying to be a great friend, a support system, a safe space, something along those lines. And listen, all I was trying to do, was just be a good person for you and support you. And I forget the exact wording that I used. And then I said, so at this point, I'm going to move on, stay positive in my life and in my growth. And I'm just going to have to release this situation with love. And I blocked after that. And I released it with love because I don't want to have any animosity. I don't want no bad karma, nothing attached to me with respect to this situation. Even though if he's a narcissist, he don't care one way or the other. He probably had already moved on to another supply, which is why the tone and the conversations with me started to change. Because once they get that news, that's what the other thing narcissists need. They need that narcissistic supply. So I was a supply at one point in time, helped them get through whatever it is they was going through. And now that we're moving into a different chapter, my services, I guess, were no longer needed. And it was kind of showing up in the tone and in the conversation. But I'm glad that I cut the cord before I was dropped like a hot potato, right? So I kind of feel like I beat you to the punch. However, it doesn't take the sting away. It still hurt because I thought I had established a friendship with this person, only to think back and figure it wasn't that. It wasn't what I thought. And the other thing I was saying, I'm like, okay, even though I sent that last message, if this person was really trying to be a friend, then they will eventually reach out again and try to clear up and see, hey, what happened? What did I do to make you feel like you wanted to disconnect or cut off this friendship? I just would kind of like to know. That's if the person was really trying to be a friend, in my opinion. If I'm correct and they were narcissists or had strong narcissistic tendencies, then they will not reach out because they will not care. And now this is a person who said they changed their life. You know, they on a different spiritual path. They've grown, they've learned, and they just want to do good in life and, you know, give back. That's what this person said that they wanted to do and to be. And that's what attracted me and wanted to be involved in all of that. Wonderful. It's great when somebody's made a great change, a 360-degree turn from how they once were. I like to be a part of that. I like to see that. I want to support you. I want to uplift you. All of those things. So I was like to myself, if he really is that person, then we'll see if he reaches back out. But as of today, that has not happened. So it just leads me to believe that I'm correct. Now, if that person does reach out, I may have to come back and do an apology video, or, you know, a part two to this story. Because hey, when I'm wrong, I don't have any problem with admitting I'm wrong. But intuition, your gut energy, it never lies. So always follow your first mind, listen to your intuition, follow your gut, because it's not lying. You know, people will string you along, they will breadcrumb you. And again, if you're anything like a people person, you're going to want to do stuff to try to, you know, hang on to the friendship, relationship, or what have you, only to be devoured and destroyed in the end. Because again, dealing with those people is like blood in the water. It's like blood in the water for sharks. And they will come for you, and they will devour you, and you will be left holding the bag, and you will be feeling like crap. But I want to encourage you and let you know that once you get over that hump, you are okay. Just moving forward, don't give your trust away so willingly. Make it be earned. Let them earn it. And here's the thing with that, though. Like I said, some people can wear a mask for a long time. So you got to put on some thick skin, because it will drive you batty. It will hurt your feelings. It can send you into a depressed state. So you just got to be strong, stay in prayer. And if you are in that situation, or if you have been in one, if you got out of it, stay out of it. Don't allow them to suck you back in. You know, 'cause maybe the other narcissistic supply might have caught on to them quick, and then they might try to come running back to you. Don't allow it. Keep replaying in your mind how they did you the first time. And like Maya Angelou says, when somebody shows you who they are the first time, please believe them. They not lying. And that's the other thing. In conversations, I was told several times who he was. But I also was told that I made a 360-degree change. I'm different now. So it was a thin line there. But anyway, all I can do is replay the parts of when he was telling me who he was. So I guess somewhere deep down in there, he's still that. I thought I was communicating and dealing with the new version. But, you know, such is life. I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. Again, it stings. But, hey, got to move on. So, anyway, that was the other narcissistic story. It just a lot of little small, intricate details that I'll be sitting here all day trying to tell you about all of them. But for the most part, started off really charming, real nice, real pleasant. Kind of shifted after you know, a lot of help I contributed, and then I started to pick up adding two and two together, things that didn't add up, this grandiose attitude, behavior, the backhanded comments. Friends don't do each other like that. And so anyway, I just started going down the list, checking off, oh yeah, oh no, oh no, oh wow, oh boy, oh shoot, darn it, I didn't see that. Oh, it was so subtle. All of those things. That's what happened. So anyway, I hope this video helps somebody. If you're in a situation, get out of it. Save yourself and don't go back. Give the video a thumbs up. Share your comments in the comment section. I'm really interested to hear if any of you have experienced that. Keep the comments nice. You never know who you may help in the comments section with your advice. But let's just keep it pleasant. And I thank you for the support. Again, welcome to all my new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the videos. If you hadn't had a chance to go and look at all of them, when you have a chance, sit and binge watch. It's some great information in there. To all of those who are ever offended by anything I say, take it to God in prayer. I'm never here to offend anybody, just only to uplift and offer positive information, inspiration, however I can. So once again, comment in the comment section, video a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. If you are new, welcome. Hit the notification bell so when I put out new videos, you are notified. It is a beautiful day. I'm putting out beautiful energy. I'm getting ready to go, get my workout on. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.